So why do mushrooms always get invited to parties? Because they're fun guys. Fun guys. Yeah.
Perfect.
You know what? Let's show off the booty a little bit. Sorted like a packet of crisps. So the Air Max 95 Hyper Crimson is one of those sneakers you look back and say, why didn't I go for them when I had the chance? Or why didn't I get a second pair? And it is a bit of a shame that it's gone under the radar just because of how many banging 95s have come out and they're still coming out, which is crazy. But yes, in today's episode, it's all about the Air Max 95 Hyper Crimson. Okay, so I've said it before. I do think it's the year of the Air Max 95. Whether it is a GR like this Hyper Crimson, like the Baltic Blue, like the Vapor Green, or whether it is a collab with Amamaniere, Central C, and I guess the Unearthed as well. And yes, the Stash Pair and the Cortez, both of them are rumored to come out later this year. Now thinking about it, the Air Max 95 has had a very strong year, possibly the best year out of every Air Max. Next year though, is his 30th birthday. Now yes, the Air Max 95 OG Neon Green, SB Big Bubble, whatever we're calling it, that's coming out next year, which is pretty exciting. But the 95 defo closed off this year with a bang. I mean, there's so many colorways that came out around the same time. But look, the Hyper Crimson on its own, an absolute fire colorway, possibly one of the best GRs to come out from any sneaker this year. Now I did mention it in the unboxing video, and if you haven't seen that, yeah, head over there, then come back. But I did mention that these do resemble the reverse neons. It's near enough the same shoe in terms of the gradient, the panels, the materials as well. It's just the change in the color. Instead of that neon green, we've got this Hyper Crimson. But I do really like this colorway. It's loud where it needs to be, but still very stealthy at the same time. But look, going around the box though, nothing special, a red standard GR box. And the product sticker says Nike Air Max 95, and the official colorway is black, Hyper Crimson, and anthracite. Right broskis, before we talk about the sizing, purchase links will be down below, so check it out. Okay, when it comes to the sizing, I went true to size, but whatever 95 you normally go with, then stick to that. Yes, a lot of people do say the 95 along with the TN do fit a little narrow, but I think you'll be just fine. Although, if you are wide-footed, then go half a size up. Right, let's have a mosey around this shoe, just to show you why I like them so much. Now, like I've already mentioned, very reminiscent to the Reverse Neon 95. So if you've got that pair, then yeah, no surprises at all. But such a clean colorway, very well executed in terms of the materials, the QC, and the colorway. Now, the upper does have that sort of felt material, but luckily it's not a dust magnet like we've seen on the Air 180s or the Air Max 1 black and white. Now, we've got that black netting that sort of tucks under the lace hoops in that crimson colorway. We've got the standard 95 black lace here with that 3M on the tongue, which I always love on a 95. Of course, on the top of it though, we have the Air Max logo in that black, that grey, white, and the Hyper Crimson. All blacked out here though on the sock liner and the insole, apart from that crimson Nike Air Max logo. Now, another Nike Air logo towards the heel counter that we do love about a 95, but yes, another 3M panel too. Of course, we've got the Hyper Crimson Nike swoosh there, which adds a bit more color, but a lovely blacked out midsole here with hits of the Hyper Crimson in the air units. And yeah, it's pretty much the same with the outsole, hits of the Hyper Crimson, but mostly in black. You know, sometimes it's a shame when you get so many sneakers that come out around the same time, especially from the same silhouette. If this colorway came out, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago, people would be going mad. But broskies, it's about that time where we decide together whether these are a buy or a buy. Now, if you are an Air Max 95 enthusiast, chances are you've already got a pair. chances are you're gonna double up. But if you are a bit like me and you're more of an Air Max fan in general, you're kind of on the fence with this shoe. Not the fact that you don't like the colorway, because it's absolutely fire. It's more of the fact you have to be a bit more selective with your purchases. And bruh, 95s aren't cheap anymore. These retail for £175. Not to forget, the Unearths went for 185. I think the Ammermaniers are around the same price. I don't even want to know about the Central Seas and the Cortez and the Stash. Yeah, probably the same price. Can you believe, once upon a time, they used to retail for 110. But as a standalone colorway, the Hyper Crimson is absolutely fire. And I do think a lot of people are sleeping on it just because of the timing of the release. But it doesn't take anything away from the shoe. Defo one of the best GR Air Max that we've had this year. And it might even make the conversation for top 10 Air Max to come out this year. But look, a colorway I really like and one I can highly recommend. The Air Max 95 Hyper Crimson is an absolute buy. But let me know what you think about the Hyper Crimsons down below. Is it a 95 you've already picked up? Or is it one you're waiting to go on sale? Or is this an absolute miss? And whilst you're there, don't forget to join the Discord group because we talk about latest releases, shoes that go on sale, and yeah, just everyday waffle. Literally, there's a server called Everyday Waffle. So yeah, that pretty much says it all. Anyways, broskis, don't forget, do all that good stuff, like, comment, share, and yes, until the next episode, take care.